4,
I'm gonna go ahead
3.
and start it. Yeah.
I
Okay.
know you see
I can't. I can't start it when you're singing.
it'll be so wonderful. Sorry. Okay.
You're gonna get me copyrighted for singing the iCarly theme. Wow. Okay.
Breathe life, breathe air. That's not even the lyrics. Boo boo
Did
ba
you say
doo boo
breathe life,
boo.
breathe air?
No, I said breathe life, breathe air.
Oh, breathe light. I don't.
Breathe
Okay.
light, breathe air. Yes, you give light darkness, and then it breathes so it can fill the void.
Okay. Well. Hey everyone, welcome to the podcast. Today, this month's podcast, number two. Um, I'm here with my cousin. Um, so he's here in
I
like,
can.
yeah, he's here helping me out because my other friend isn't here today, and so I'm just here with him.
I'm the cooler person.
He wasn't a second option. He was just an option, and I chose him.
Ow?
Well, I mean,
I
I needed a podcast, and we're literally filming this the day before it gets posted.
I know, but like, I feel like I should be insulted, but like, I don't know.
You don't know.
I can't be insulted because I don't know if I should be.
That's a fair point. Okay.
I was
Um,
born in the podcast. Um,
what's our first topic? Our first topic. Um, what's your favorite candy
oh, I was expect.
and
Okay,
why? You have to give an
I would say
extensive reason.
crunch. Oh
Oh,
gosh,
crunch are good
I would say yeah, crunch bar because
because they're crunchy.
like the crunch of the crunch bar. I I okay. I was expecting like political topics like stuff about gun control or
Oh no,
what do
we
you
don't
think
do
about the
political
president? I don't know.
topics.
I
We
just put
just we
something
just
about
have
president.
fun. We just
Freaking
have fun and talk about random stuff. Last
or
podcast we talked about how
seriously.
you could make humans into one big human. Like if if you put a bunch of
Well, I
humans
mean,
together, sort of like the gnomes in the first episode of Gravity Falls,
oh,
and then just created a giant human, how big could you get a human?
I mean
That's one
they
of the
did.
topics.
I'm pretty sure they did that in one of the Family Guy games. They had a bunch of handicapped people make one big animatronic person
Oh, but can you
out
do
of
it in real
out of.
life?
I mean, that just sounds like gymnastics.
I mean, yeah.
Just put the smaller, skinnier ones that weigh like nothing on top, and put like the bigger, tougher, way stronger ones at the bottom.
That's a good point. You could just stack them like that.
Build up blocks.
Build a human. Oh no, that sounds
the,
like
the
it's
newest Legos.
supposed. Sounds like it's the
Build a human workshop.
it's a it's like Build a Bear, but it's humans. Oh, that's horrible.
Wait. What if that was actually how you made babies?
Oh
You went
no.
to a facility and you're like, ooh, I like this trait. Ooh, I like this one.
Now we're just talking that one movie, Gattaca or whatever.
Oh gosh.
Um, that was a good movie. I saw it in biology class. My teacher was
I
like, "Yo, we're watching a movie today," and I actually
I
paid
actually
attention to the
didn't get
movie.
to. My biology was cut short. We were
Oh,
we were actually gonna have people come up in front of us with like different physical disabilities, and we never actually got to do that because of the corona. Oh wait, I can't say that word.
What
Um,
do you mean you can't?
the illness. You you get demonetized.
Not necessarily. They don't pay attention to me because I only have 7 subscribers. Actually, I have more than that, but like I have a
No,
low amount of
it
subscribers.
it doesn't matter. No matter how much subscribers you have, you will get demonetized because you remember they have a bot that doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work. I haven't been demonetized for saying that, so
Oh well, okay.
I think it's only said in one other episode though, and that's
Now yet
the
again,
you know,
I'm pretty certain you're not even monetized in the first place. So,
technically yes and no.
do you even get money
I don't get
from
money, but
this?
I'm monetized.
Well, then YouTube is monetized, not you. uh,
It's complicated, okay?
I understand. I
The
understand.
way it works is weird.
But gosh, this was a weird detour. Oh, so I've been I've been playing the newest Final Fantasy, the Final Fantasy VII remake,
Ooh.
and because of the way it works, they don't have the normal you win music anymore. Because
What?
you're just
But I
it's
want the
not.
normal you win
Wait,
music.
wait. It gets good because guess you do sometimes hear it, but you know why you hear it? Barrett
Why?
sings it at random points. Barrett would just go do 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 do, and it's funny.
That is
Just
amazing.
seeing a man with a minigun for an arm, and he looks super buff. Just saying that in the middle of a serious scene or a
Yeah,
serious point in a game is funny to me.
that is definitely insane.
I love that game. It's
Oh, apparently
Phoenix.
I'm not monetized. I literally just looked at it and it says that I'm not monetized because I need a
It was
thousand
because we said
subscribers.
Corona.
No, I need a
Oh,
thousand
we need 1,000
subscribers
subscribers.
and I
Just
need
make 1,000
4,000 watch
accounts.
hours.
Oh,
It's a lot of watch hours.
so
But
either
yeah,
1,000 of them watch four of your
4
podcasts,
hours of
or
my pod
four of them
of my
watch
content.
1,000 hours of podcasts and other contents.
True. I have 6 hours watched. People have watched
Cool.
6 hours of my content, but I have 12 subscribers, so
Hey, you know what? Subscribers are subscribers.
that's not an
Even though
hour per person, which makes me sad.
I should also say 11, because I'm one of them.
That doesn't mean you're not a subscriber. That just means
I
that
mean,
you're
hey,
my
I'm a
friend.
subscriber, but I don't watch it.
Wow.
Why would I? I mean, why would I watch your videos when I could just talk to you?
It's true. That's a very good point. But wow.
I mean, like, if you're playing Minecraft or something, I would just play Minecraft with you.
Yeah, that's very true.
Ta-da! Um,
I'm
I'm sorry, I'm eating
Oh my gosh,
breakfast.
I can look at who subscribes to
Holy
me.
crap! Oh my gosh! We
My
probably shouldn't actually.
subscribers. I'm not gonna say who they are. I'm just saying I can look
That
at who they
reminds me.
are.
Do you remember the video of the old man who would individually thank everyone who subscribes to him?
Oh yeah. I remember that dude.
That was, oh my gosh, I would not have the patience to be able to do that.
And
Sitting there
so
for
many people subscribed to him.
I remember he had like an hour-long video of him just thanking people.
Yeah. And I think he also like would say other things other than just like thank you to them as well. He'd be like,
It's
"You are an
crazy.
amazing person. I love you." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this old man is so sweet."
It's like it's like the dude who on Twitch tried to give back money, the person's money because he gifted him he gifted out 5 subs to his Twitch, and he tried to give back the money because he didn't want it.
Oh wow.
Do you remember that at all?
I don't remember that.
Mm. He he looked he gave me a Hawaiian vibe, I would say, just by like
Interesting.
the area he's in and how it looks. It looked very Hawaiian to me.
That's cool.
But yeah, he tried to give back the money, and the person who bought the sub said, "No, no, no, I want you to have it."
That's really nice.
Yeah, from both ends.
I know. Like some people would just be like, "Oh yeah, I'll take the money."
This is really good non-disclosed food source.
When you're trying to get sponsored by food.
maybe it's maybe it's some sort of rice. Maybe it's cereal that's just really soft.
Maybe it's Roni.
Maybe maybe it's eggs. I don't know. Depends on who wants to give us money.
It's
So,
true. You
as
never
we're
know.
talk, as we're talking about not wanting to take people's money.
True.
Hey,
Honestly, it's
I'm
surprising.
fine with taking money from big companies that are trying to do advertisements.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
fine
that's
with
just
that.
sponsorships. That's totally fine. That's like, I don't see a problem with sponsorships. I can't speak. I like
Uh,
slipped on my words and it was a failure.
um, yeah, there's actually some places that oh, actually, that reminds me. Um, I'm still trying to get into contact with a GameStop so I can get stuff for a trip that I'm going on. 'Cause
Ooh, yeah.
I'm going to Colorado to see an anime.
Yeah. At first, I didn't hear like aunt of mine. I just heard anime, and I was like, "What's
Oh,
an
anime.
anime?" And then I was like,
Isn't that a place?
No, Anaheim is a
Oh,
place,
Anaheim.
not
Eh,
Anaheim.
close
Close
enough.
enough, but yeah, Anaheim is where Disneyland is.
Oh,
That's why
I
you
would,
know the name.
I would, I honestly, I can't wait to go to Colorado because I'm very much a person of I like seeing new sights. Because
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say where we do live, but we live in a place where you drive through it. You drive through our city to get to a better city.
you're true. Very true.
That's the city we live in. So you you only come here if you're meeting family. No one ever comes here for vacation.
That's way too true.
Or you have a mental disorder. That too. One of the two.
What? Why would you come here if you had a mental disorder? I don't get it.
We have a lot of mental disorder facilities. Like
Oh, true.
we have a lot
I
of them,
forgot about that.
mostly in the downtown area of the city.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't remember.
But yeah, so that's the whole thing. What are your plans for, I guess, after this sickness? And we can say Corona because we're not even monetized normally.
I don't really have too many plans. I want to have a get together with friends from, uh,
I'm the host
friends
now.
from church, but other than that,
I am the host now.
totally. Just because you asked me one question, you're the host of the podcast.
I mean, so far I've been doing most of the talking, I would say.
That doesn't mean that you're the host. Usually the host asks the visitor a lot about themselves and stuff.
Not now.
Apparently.
No, I'm just messing with.
But
Yay,
yeah.
silence. Awkwardness.
We keep talking at the same time. It's not, it's just a mistake we keep making.
Well,
Um
it's because we both feel like we should say something. Because we don't want it to
that's
stay
it's
quiet for
very
too
true.
long.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how it ends up working in real life too. You just end up saying the same thing at the same time as somebody because you're like breaking silence.
Breaking the eggs, maybe? I don't know. I don't know
Break why
metaphors.
what? That
Break
doesn't
the
make
egg.
sense.
Well, I mean, if you
No,
break
it's
an egg,
breaking the ice.
well, I mean, breaking the ice doesn't make a conversation. If you break a random
That's
egg,
fair.
then people are gonna talk about it and wonder why the heck you just broke an egg.
Imagine being bored at a party and like literally nobody's talking, so you just walk up to their fridge, you open their fridge, you grab an egg, you walk back into the family room where everyone is and just throw it on the ground.
I'm the type of person
Break
who,
it.
I'm the type of person that if we ran out of food, I'll probably ask the host, then start baking something.
That would be you. You are just totally cool with just baking at anybody's house. It doesn't matter.
I mean, hey, I love to do it, and I mean, like, if it helps the host, then that's just a win-win.
Very true. I mean, I've had you help me with cooking a lot when you've been over for parties and stuff. So,
Because I love it. I
I
love
mean,
it.
it's useful.
I can't start singing because that's how we get. Wait. Uh, why does it matter if we get copyright claimed? We're not monetized. Oh God.
Because you can get copyright
I
claimed
know.
and then have the video banned in all countries like they did to my Twilight video.
Really?
Yeah, I'm mad.
What? That's why.
I did a movie commentary on Twilight because I haven't, well,
But
I've
that's
seen it, but I don't
wait. But that's
remember
fair
it.
use.
That is fair use, and I disputed the claim with fair use, and then they blocked my video in more countries, and I was mad. I might re-upload it.
Like, I don't. I don't understand the point of that because you don't get money anyway, and that's the whole reason why people copyright strike videos.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna re-upload it soon.
Yeah, like, did you say bad things about it?
No.
Like, then what? What? That's
The
that's
only like remotely bad thing I said was that I wasn't sure if it was gonna be a good movie because everybody talks crap about it. But I hadn't seen it, so I was like, I don't know.
that's the problem with YouTube right now. They don't actually. If you're gonna dispute a claim, you shouldn't dispute the claim with the person who put it down, because that's how. If I wanted to copyright your video, no matter what you say, I could just say no, it's still copyright. You have actual.
Yeah.
You either have a court system, which will cost money, check it out, or you, oh, I don't know, have actual people working look at it and not just say, oh, well, we don't care about you, so you're gonna pay no matter what.
Yeah, I just don't understand. I just don't understand that type of stuff. Cause
This is an anti-YouTube video now.
yeah, so like there's so much. I don't know if you heard about what happened with Danny Gonzalez. Um, but he's a YouTuber, does tons of commentaries, tons of stuff. I love him, watch him still. But a while back, with the whole, I forgot what that one channel was called, but it was like the kids channel where like there was all the weird kids songs, like about Papa and
Oh,
stuff.
oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah, I don't remember what it was called. But it was that YouTube channel and he made two different video commentaries on that YouTube channel.
He also,
Like
I,
talking about them
I
with
want to say
fair
it's
use.
a series, but I don't think it is. Didn't he also make a
No, it
song?
wasn't. Yeah, he made a song too.
I'm pretty sure
Like
that
after
didn't
the
get
second
hit.
video, he made a song that he put in the end of the second video. But after he uploaded them, like they took down his videos, or not took down, but blocked in all countries, because that's what they do when they're because they can't delete your YouTube videos. They block it in all countries. But they blocked his YouTube video in all countries. Both of his two YouTube videos they blocked.
That's why
And
you just get a
he
VPN for you
tried
on
to
the moon.
dispute the claim, and YouTube sent it to them instead of like somebody who was actually like unbiased in the
Yeah,
situation.
that's
And
like I said,
so they replied and they were
send
like,
it to YouTube.
nah, it's not fair use. No, it's
Well,
just still.
now I think about it, you can't even have YouTube look at it because YouTube will still make money, so they're biased. They'd be biased to the content creator, which I'm not saying that it should be biased towards the content creator because it's still it could be someone's actual work and they want to be able to not have it stolen and then vandalized, which
Well, yeah, but it's
to me
better
makes
than like
sense.
sending it to one of the two parties that are fighting over it.
Yeah, it's like
But
it's like I say I steal a bunch of money and the shop goes, "Hey, you stole all this money. You should go to jail for it." And the court system goes to me and says, "Hey, do you think you should go to jail for getting all this money?" I just say, "No, I don't." And then now I don't go to jail. There you go. Boom. I win the court case because I don't think I should be there. It's
and
like
that's how it would work if we did that in the court system.
with the system that is now, but then that's why I say it should be like a small court, like a small claims court type thing. You don't actually have to pay, but someone will look at it and say, yeah, this is fair use, or no, this isn't.
Yeah. And so what happened with him, because it was just another YouTube channel he was fighting with, not like some big name company that would totally be good and not have to worry about having a scandal like this or whatever. But he when they sent back the dispute and we're like, no, this still isn't fair use, because he before that had tried to re-upload the video and they still claimed it. So then he was looking into it, and legally he knew he was right because he read all the laws on it, and he was like, yeah, I know for certain I'm right here, and that they're just using their authority to their advantage so that they can say that I'm wrong when they know, or maybe they don't, but like they're if they looked over it they would know I'm
Well, I
right.
mean,
And
if
so,
Danny Gonzalez is ballsy enough, he could just sue him,
well,
but
that's
that costs some money.
that's actually where it gets interesting, because he was
Ooh.
so upset about it, because he was like, these have been the two best videos that I've been the most proud of and gotten the most views from, and they're trying to take them away from me. So he posted on Twitter and he added them, and he was like, hey, I'm looking at my legal options right now to see if I can sue you for claiming this so that I can get it back for myself.
No, if I was
And
him, I would still sue him even if they say, "Oh, yeah, you can have your stuff back." I would still sue him over loss of product or loss of uh money, I guess. I don't remember the actual name of it.
yeah, I don't know the specific name, but I get what you're saying. But after he tweeted that, they were like, oh, well, oh no, that's no good. Better give him back his content. And they dropped the copyright claims immediately. And he got all his stuff back.
That that's when you're at a point where that YouTube channel, once when they start doing false claims, and it's obvious that they're doing false claims, you should mark them off saying that they're not allowed to do that anymore. Like they can't claim anyone else because a boy cried wolf. You keep on you keep on doing something and lying about it, saying that you didn't do it, they're gonna keep on thinking that it's fake. So you have I they should be suspended from doing it for a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
Yeah,
they
so I don't
there
know what I'm
could be
gonna
a
do for
legitimate
mine.
case. Yeah, they they still could have a legitimate case here, and or not here, but in a different thing, which would be fine to copyright strike. But when you copyright strike everything so often, you should still have repercussions from it.
Yeah, and I mean the problem with the copyright strikes is the fact that these companies literally own bots that are just watching for something in the videos. The bots are just scrolling through. If there's even like a second of something the bot can claim, then it claims it. And so
Yeah,
since they have that, it's just so many videos that are fair use or anything like that, or like it's background music in a cafe that was
yeah, I
only
was
on
about to bring that
screen for
up.
like a minute, then
That
then
they
you
didn't even
try and
go to, they
dispute it.
passed by.
Yeah. So then you try and dispute it, and this company is like, nah, we trust our bots. We know we're right. This isn't what you say it is. And so the majority of the time, like even companies, I think the companies might even have bots that reply to the disputes saying no.
Well, I mean, like, they can, well, they can't do that. That's illegal still. But like, the possibility of doing it is still there, and they already do that with normal emails, saying, "Hey, we don't care about your email. Unsubscribe from us if you want." They have stuff saying that basically,
Yeah, exactly.
and
But like, if you can automate emails like that, why can't you automate disputes like that, even though it's like technically not really okay to do? I don't know
yeah. Well,
specifically if it's illegal, but
what it probably is probably someone clicks on it, presses one button that instantly pastes everything, and then they leave it and then go to the next thing. There was, oh, here's a topic that has the same problem. There was a streamer that I'm actually gonna bring up their name as soon as their stream name. And when we're talking about this, don't like don't go after them because they already have enough BS going on with all the people that already dislike them. But there is this streamer that I'm gonna find the name of in a bit who would copyright strike random people, not because they actually she has a case against them, just because like she even copyright striked PewDiePie because PewDiePie scrolled past a video with her face in it and called everyone that he was looking at a thought.
wow.
When I'm gonna probably get in trouble for that, just so you know, if this gets seen by her, I'm probably gonna get in trouble. But she's done so many bad things. She had a cat on her computer. There it is, Alinity. That's her name. She had
Alinity?
she was, yes, she was playing a game and her cat went onto her desk in front of her. And when that happens, you think, oh, she probably moved the cat over or something. No, she grabbed the cat and threw it over her shoulder. Just
Oh,
yeeted it behind her.
her. Yeah, I have heard a lot about her.
And I don't remember if it was Alinity or someone else, but there was also another instance, well, where someone had a accidental, well, actually it was accidental, but it was pretty hard to be accidental. A nip slip, as some will call it.
Oh, wow.
And it's like, and and she hasn't been blocked off of Twitch, but then men who, and I'm just saying men because majority of people that actually are on Twitch are men, surprisingly. Men who would do the same thing got into a lot of trouble. So people are believing that Twitch is just favoring her because she has a lot of subscribers.
Yeah, and a lot of places do that anyway.
Yeah,
Like
there's.
they favor the people with higher subs because they know those people are earning them a lot of money.
You know when she did get banned happily. So I know she actually didn't get banned. She got suspended. I forgot. She actually got suspended when other accounts got banned. And you know when she got suspended?
When it got into media.
No, they didn't care. It was when Alinity herself sent in a report on herself saying that she did this and she needed to be suspended. And then she tweeted saying, "Good job, you guys. We did it. I'm now banned. I'm now suspended." And it's like, no, that's not even a win because first of all, you're supposed to be banned, and also, this is a bad thing. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm on your side because I put repercussions on myself." It's like I can stab myself in a foot because I stabbed someone else. It doesn't mean that I've actually had a punishment. I just did something to myself because I thought, okay, people aren't gonna care anymore as long as I do it to myself. The people have to punish you, not yourself.
Yeah,
So
it's like
people are
it
pissy
loses
about
the
that.
value of the punishment when you just do it to yourself like that. Because basically, what she did, she was like, okay, I guess everybody wants me to get suspended or banned, so I guess I'll like send in my own thing of it. And I'll be like, hey, I should get suspended, so suspend me. But she knows that they've sent in tons of other tons of other people have sent in things to Twitch saying this girl needs to get suspended or banned. But then Twitch only listens when she herself comes up and talks about it. That's just showing that she is being like she's being treated like a queen who can't be touched, and nobody should be treated like that. Everybody should be treated equally. Like we all need just like we need
Yeah, that
just accountability for our actions.
yeah, it's there's so much thing about that. There's also how some of the more things that people will call a thought behavior is she would in the middle of her stream fix her camera by getting all up close and personal with her bottom camera as she's fixing some behind it, showing her personality as some like to call it. Um
Wow.
and she'll be showing off her personality to the camera, or she'll be bent downwards with her downstairs personality, I guess you could say, towards the camera as she's doing something.
Yeah, that's just. I just can't believe that. It's
Like,
like, why do people. Why do people get so full of themselves that they think they don't need to be accountable for their actions? Like
yeah.
you get consequences for your actions, whether they're good or bad consequences. You are always supposed to get consequences for your
Well,
actions.
obviously she's not because of how Twitch is taking care of this. This isn't. I'm not
She's
a
not
hundred
getting
percent.
Twitch consequences, but
I'm
she's
not.
getting consequences in the real world still. So she is
Yeah.
getting some of the consequences, but she's not getting all the consequences she should be.
Like, for right now, for what I'm talking about, I'm upset with Alinity, but that's not my main problem here. This is not the focus of what I'm saying. The focus is towards Twitch, not actually doing something about it. Like, Alinity, yes, she did bad things, and she shouldn't have done it. She's even
Maybe she would
copyright
have
striked.
learned from it if Twitch had
Yeah, if Twitch
banned her.
actually, oh, I don't know, banned her. Like, and it's like there's only so much you can actually do until people just get upset and then just stop using your site. Or
Exactly.
sorry, there's so little you can do that people just get upset. Cause like there's just so many stupid things that they're gonna do, and there's there's other people that do the same thing. Like honestly, I'm fine if you want to show off your body and that stuff. Just do it on a site where that is wanted, because
Yeah, don't do it on Twitch. Do it on the
where
sites that are made for it because there are
yeah,
sites that are made for that.
and like you can like, and I'm like I've said, I'm fine with it. You can do what you want with your body, but like do it on the appropriate site, because there's still minors on this on Twitch. There are people that I think like you have to be 13 to watch Twitch
Yeah, you
and
have to
like
be
16
13.
record.
And
You could be on Twitch at 13, but you have to be 16 to actually stream. I think that's what it is.
okay, but I do know you can mark your stream as mature, which only lets in people who agree to watch it. I don't know if they have to be 18 to watch it actually, but you can mark your stream as mature and then they have to say, okay, I'll watch this content. Because I think I've seen um, channels that were marked as mature because of language. And I've like gone on to them, and then before I was 18, was able to just say, okay, I'm cool with that, and then go through and be able to see it still. So they should fix that so that you can only be 18 to accept, but
Yeah, it's very big stupid.
there's a lot of problems with streaming services nowadays, though.
Yeah, there's a point where you have to realize all of this is just gonna backfire on them, and the fact
Yeah,
that it hasn't yet just solidifies that it's gonna become more and more dangerous when
it's,
it
yeah,
does.
it's gonna
There's gonna
be
be a
much
bigger and
bigger
bigger
backlash.
outrage. Just, people are stupid. And honestly, I'm probably gonna get in trouble for even talking about this, because, like I was saying, she she's been copyright striking people because they've said something bad about her, and even she was actually on stream while watching PewDiePie's video, which technically, by the way that she was saying it, she would also have been breaking copyright rules, well, her own copyright rules by watching PewDiePie's video. But
Yeah.
let's not get into that part. Um, she was actually in the middle of stream. She said, "I don't like that he called me a Twitch thought, even though he wasn't meaning her in general. I don't like that he was calling me a Twitch thought." And she turned around to someone else in her house and went, "Hey, are we able to copyright strike PewDiePie?" And people thought that it was a joke, but no. He made a post on Twitter later saying, "Hey, Alinity, what the heck? Why did you copyright strike me?" That wasn't said, but he still called her out for copyright striking him, even though it was fair use. And wow, did people have a field day? They got, they got pissy.
Well, yeah, I'm sure they would. Like, I would too, dude. Like, that's when I'd be like, yo, I'm looking at my legal options and I will literally fight you in court.
And that's the scary point, because when you start marking off people that are bigger than you, in the sense of popularity, then a good amount of your own subscribers are probably followers of those of like PewDiePie in the sense. So she's gonna lose a lot of subscribers due to this, and PewDiePie's also gonna lose subscribers off of this.
Yeah, because they're going to either side of
Yeah,
the fight and going and
it's
joining.
you can like whoever you want, but no matter what's gonna happen, both sides are gonna be affected negatively. There's no real good outcome. And like if PewDiePie wanted to, he could have just not posted the video, which he still did, and I'm pretty sure he was actually streaming as he was watching. I'm not certain. But he could have just ended up not posting the video and having her not make any money, which is why she was actually copyright striking people. Because all she knew is that her copyright striking people got her money, and that's it. She didn't know what else it did. It was only, oh, I copyright strike this person, now I'm getting money. Yay! And
Wow.
And this wasn't for certain, but even the people that she was working for, the group that she was working for, or the company she was working for, from what we know, told her to do that and copyright strike people. And she was like, okay, which makes the company also in fault. But like, she should have still thought, I'm messing with people's livelihood and businesses. Maybe this company isn't as good as I thought it was, or maybe this isn't a smart idea.
Yeah, I mean, that's just craziness. I think when people get famous to the point where they're like full of themselves or just will mindlessly listen to like agents and stuff and trust them, like you need to look into it yourself and make sure that it's within your values. And if your values aren't within something that's good, like if in your values you don't care, if you're copyright striking people and taking away their livelihood and making it so that they can't earn any money and then you're taking away all their money from that video, if that's within your values, then you need to reevaluate them.
Yeah, and there's some like different rich people that are good at this. Like I'm probably gonna get his name as well later on, but there was a person who was so rich that he would just go out and gamble because he could. He had the money to do it, and that's like, okay, cool. He can gamble if he wants. It's his money. Why would we care? And he was actually a good dude about it because people that would even he said he was fiddlesticks or butthole, whatever. Ah, crap. I'm sorry. I just made you do work.
No,
Ah,
it's fine.
crap.
You
Well,
can
I'll
keep
just give you.
talking.
You know what? I'll
No,
give you
don't make
something
me do
later.
more work.
Okay. Um,
Just the
but
one is fine.
the man, he would give people that was giving him drinks just a bunch of money. Like he even paid off multiple people's mortgages and bought them homes because he just had the money to do it. And they were nice to him. Like he was playing golf and the people that were driving him or the people who were driving around him and his golf clubs, he would just pay them. Like pay them a mortgage. And it's like, holy crap. That's that's such a nice thing. And it's not like, oh, he was doing it because of because he wanted to look good, or he thought by doing this, more people will like him and more people will start giving him money compared to other people. He was just a good dude, and he never talked about it. It was other people, like the people that were actually paid the mortgage, who would end up talking about it like a year or two later, saying, "Oh yeah, this ended up happening. It was cool. This dude
Yeah.
paid off my mortgage." And it's like that's amazing. The fact that people are actually going out of their way and doing that not for money or not for popularity.
Yeah, and I think that in the world there are people who are self-obsessed and self-absorbed and will do anything for money and they don't care who they're ripping off. But there are also people who are charitable and love to help others and will give others money even though like since they're successful, or will give others money even if they're not successful and help them so that they can be better and have a better life and feel better. And I think that's a really amazing thing, um, that we have that balance, but it's also upsetting because the media and the news decide to always focus on the bad. We rarely ever hear any good news stories because they all they want is to tell us all the bad things. And so it just kind of makes us more negative people in our lives. Like it kind of conditions your brain so that you're looking at the negatives instead of looking at both sides of things and trying to stay positive sometimes and sometimes you get negative because we all get those negative thoughts sometimes. It just sort of conditions you to only have the negative thoughts.
Yeah, like when when I try and think of rich people and their how they act towards things, I always think, because of how I've been conditioned, oh, they're only doing these cool things because they want to become popular and make money off of it. They're only doing it for themselves. But, and I never really realized there are just good people out there that are willing to give away their money to someone who actually needs it and not get something out of it. I, and that's just because that's the majority of what I hear and majority of what I see. Because normal, like, let's say media sites, they don't care what they really post out. They don't care if it makes people angry, if it makes them happy, if it's something that's super bad and scary. They don't care as long as it gives them views. Like they're talking about, and I'm not saying that I'm against the people, I'm against the media. They were saying that, oh, Prince Henry's daughter, it was some prince's daughter already knows two languages. Well, okay, cool. A prince's daughter now knows two languages. What about those poorer families that have children that know five languages? Google, stop! I never asked you! What?
You never even said Google.
I will turn you off. Don't tempt me. Sorry.
When you get interrupted by your Google. It's
Sorry.
okay.
But, but, but so yeah, like, there's they only will try and find things that give them money, because no one will really think, oh, this poor family that no one knows about has a child that knows five languages. People will see, they're like, we don't care about them, it's nothing really interesting. But then you have some rich family who everyone knows about and say that their daughter knows two, which is still a hard thing to do, and I applaud them for it, because that's cool. But like, personally, that's not as impressive to me. And people are gonna think, oh, that is way cooler because it's someone I know. It's a
Just because it's someone
figure that
famous,
I know.
it gets put higher on the pedestal.
Yeah, like saying this it's like how some YouTubers will say, I'm doing this thing with a YouTuber, or this YouTuber's reaction to my stuff. That will get them more views because they're putting their YouTuber's name on it.
And I mean, to be fair, that's like a good marketing choice. It gets you views, but
Yeah, it does.
it's also like just it kind of shows that in our society, if we
We live in this
if we
society.
if we don't see something about someone famous or something we know, like the virus that's out right now, like people have been reading article after article about it,
The bad boy
and
virus.
and like people have been reading article and article about it. Like there's so many articles about there about it. And to be fair, we want to know about it. We need to know more because we're in the thick of it and we don't have a cure. That's a fair point. We need to know more. But
Yeah,
people are so consumed by this, and then when other stuff comes out that might be either more important or less important or just have more significance, we'll still ignore it because we'll be like, this is what happened, this is what's happening right now because we want to read this
yeah. This is the
about
more
the
important.
virus.
This is
I've been reading about the virus for this many days, but you know what? Like when that new news article about something bad that another country did that's affecting our country, I'm not going to read that one. I'm just going to read the virus ones more.
yeah. Like, a lot of people don't know about this, but like, India and China are going to war.
Yeah, I so many
Not
people
many,
don't
and
know.
not many people know about that. Weirdly enough, okay. It's either China or Korea. I'm pretty sure it's China though. India and some other place are going to war right now, or are at least fighting a lot. And that's how you have a World War III start up. But no, that doesn't matter, because right now we have some random sickness that's that is killing people and it is bad, but it's like it's not that big of a deal compared to World War III. That's gonna affect a lot more stuff and will probably kill off a lot more people.
Yeah, exactly. So there's like so much that we really just miss out on because our focus is only set to one thing and it's something that we think is important. Like you should still watch other current events that are happening.
Yeah,
You should know
and
what's going on in your country.
that's why this is and media as bad of it uh, mm, as bad as a thing it is, it's still a good thing because if you don't pay attention to media, then you're uninformed. But if you do pay attention to media, then now you're biased.
That's very true.
And
There's like two different sides as well because certain medias are biased towards certain things and so they'll tell you a story one way and then another media will tell you the story slightly skewed another way so that you're more on their side, and so you really need to see both perspectives. And then there's the fact that they're still highlighting on so many like bad things, and so it's putting us in a negative mindset. I mean, I stay updated, but I try not to focus too much on the news and that type of stuff because like watching the news, I mean, I still like read articles and stuff, but like they focus so solely on the negativity that's around because yeah, negativity is bad and we want to fix it, but when you're
yeah,
only focusing on that, it's going to make me sad and it's going to make me not think very positive for the time being, and I don't want to stop thinking positive. I
yeah,
want to be able to be a positive person, and the media, like, well, watching the news does not help because they are so forcing of this negative stuff. Like, you can tune in from time to time, but I just can't continually watch it every single day because that's just hammering into my brain so much negativity that I just would not be able to handle.
yeah. And when I say this, I'm not saying that there is no bad. I'm gonna talk about police officers and different things like that. I'm not gonna say that all police officers are bad. There are still good officers, but the media doesn't really care about good officers. They're only gonna really bring out video of bad officers. And yes, what's going on right now is really bad and shouldn't happen. And I personally, at least, I am 100% against it about what happened to like George Floyd and all. I think it's George Floyd and all the other things that's happened between racial or just police brutality in general. That's not good. But like the media makes people believe that cops are way, way worse than they actually are. They're still bad because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, but they're not as bad as most people would believe because the media keeps on hammering it in the idea that all police officers are bad and they're only here to make your life miserable and to be the bad guy in every single situation. Like, if we had no officers at all, our entire world would be in chaos. We would have people either dying just all the time due to no one actually regulating who different laws, like let's say murder, for example. If we had no one to enforce it, then that's how you have people going out of the way to just uh, harm a bunch of people just because who's gonna stop them? And they're not gonna get repercussions, so they're gonna think, oh well, no one's gonna enforce this on me, so it doesn't matter. But but with cops that have actual problems and aren't thinking, like what's been happening, you're gonna get uh cops that do stupid things like putting their knee on someone's throat or which isn't which happens to all sorts of different people, and it this stuff is gonna happen, but the media wants to show that this is all that happens. And there's actual video of a cop that has given out different, like, given support to this child who was poor, and the cop gave him like a bunch of blankets and stuff, helped him out a lot. He actually did really good. There's also another cop that gave this family a bed to actually sleep on because they were too poor to buy one. But the media, as much as some media sources will show that, because that's how I know about it, not most of them don't care because that's not going to give them clicks. That's not going to give them views. All that's going to do is just say, "Hey, this is happening," but you guys don't care because it doesn't support you guys. It doesn't support the idea that other media sources are sending out.
Yeah, this idea that like the world is full of negativity and you can't have a world that isn't overrun by negativity, which is what the media portrays this world to be. Like the media portrays this world to only have negativity. Only bad things happen. There's no good. That
Which,
maybe from like time to time, like every other month or something, there's a little bit good, but then otherwise it's all negativity.
yeah, it's like, well, unless it's a child. If it's a child doing something good, then it's a whole another thing. But like, that's still good because that's showing, hey, there's people that are actually doing good in life. Like, I don't, I've seen more stuff about the rioters than I have normal protesters because that's all that the media cares about. Because these are the bad, right now, these are the bad men. These are the people that are trying to take away your stuff from you. So you should dislike them as much as we do. And you should also learn about this information that's totally biased and totally a lie because we think you should look at it.
That's
There's,
like so true, and like there's so much that the media just does to skew things in whatever favor they want. There are reporters out there and writers out there who are great and will do their best to be unbiased, but sadly, they don't get hired as often. And they don't usually get the big stuff because if they're not willing to skew things in the favor, the company doesn't want them.
yeah, there was a officer who posted a video on their personal social media. I don't remember what social media it was. Um, they posted something on their social media saying, "Yeah, I'm actually agreeing with the protesters. Us officers need more training because not all of us know what we're supposed to do." And he went on this whole rant about how we are idiots and we do need more training. That man, that it was either that day or week, got fired and wasn't an officer anymore because he made that post. Because he was standing up to his own government and standing up to his boss, saying, "You guys are bad at what you're doing. You need to fix it." And they didn't like that, so they decided to uh, damage him for it and took away his job because of his belief, which I'm pretty sure is illegal. But hey, what are we gonna do? Call the police?
They can't do
We
anything.
well, they
They're the
can,
ones who
but they're not
made the
going to.
decision. Well, they can, yeah. They're not gonna do anything, is what I meant.
Like, maybe YouTube and their copyright.
Oh yeah,
It's just the
rolling
same
back
thing
around.
again.
That it's that
There's
like bias of I want to have it my way, so I'm gonna have it
yeah,
my way because then I can get what I want and I can get money and I can do whatever I want if I push
like,
everybody around, and
and
then they'll be afraid of me.
I find it stupid that you can't sue your government in a whole. You can sue your state, yes, but you can't sue your government. And if the government screws over the people should be able to still sue them. Cause that, but when, but we can't do that because apparently we're not allowed to sue the government, and I find that stupid. We're most likely gonna lose anyway because you're the government. But like,
Yeah.
at least give us the opportunity to bring out our concerns and say, hey, this is not right. You need to fix it. And because of it being the government itself, every step of the way, it's gonna be biased towards the government. We have judges, they work for the government. They're gonna be biased towards the government most likely. There is because like if a judge said no, he's right, the government should pay for this stuff. That's how that judge loses his job or loses their job because they just said because they just went against their own uh workers. They went against their boss. So now they're not going to get paid, they're going to lose a job, and they'll probably not be hired in any other job now because they just went against their boss. And no other boss wants that to happen to them. They don't want their workers talking back and saying, hey, what the heck? This is not good. I'm exposing you for this.
Yeah. I mean, that's just, there's so many, that's one of the many problems with those types of like corporations and stuff. But anyway, the time, it's about the time that we need to end the podcast. I think that's a good place to end it. Do you think that's a good place to end it?
I mean, yeah, hey, if you guys think the same way, or even if you think the opposites, I would probably love to see it personally myself, because I love seeing other people's thoughts on things. So hey, comment if you want what your opinion on this is.
Yeah, if you have an opinion and like on all any of the stuff that we talked about in the podcast, and you want to share it with us, you can go ahead and comment down below. I read the comments, and um, I mean, he does too if I give them to him. But um, I will read my comments. I usually do since I don't get many. But if you guys liked it and want to, go ahead and like the video and subscribe. I do a podcast, a new podcast every first Wednesday of the month. So next month, the first Wednesday of next month, there will be a new podcast, which I believe is the 5th
Yeah,
of
the day of recording.
August.
The day of recording is 6th of June. So, wait, what? Wait. Are we in June or July?
But we're
We're
in
in
June.
June. Why did you say 5th of August?
This one's going up tomorrow because tomorrow's the 1st.
Yeah.
So it's the first
Oh,
Wednesday.
right.
I'm saying next
I'm being stupid.
podcast.
Yeah. Okay.
Next
Podcast
podcast will be
after this.
August 5th. Just so you guys know.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey, I make up good points. I never said I was smart.
Never said you could do math. Don't worry, I can't really do math either.
Eh,
But
it's all the
yeah.
quarantine's fault. I'll just blame it on that and go on my day.
Yeah. If you're interested in anything else that I do on this channel, I have movie commentaries, and then I also have random videos of whatever I want to do. Those are my 2 series on this channel: whatever I want to do and movie commentaries. And well, actually 3 technically, because podcasts as well is also a series. And I do live stream sometimes on Twitch. Link for that is below if you would like to watch as well. And yeah, with that, thank you guys for tuning in. If you made it this far, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye bye.